Of Down on the Farm on these 14 affiliate stations. Old Hop Sing, my camp cook, who's got chicken fried steak, jalapeno gravy, Nanny's yeast rolls, and a cold cucumber salad. And I've got the Black Label iced tea and a cup of coffee for you. He'll feed us that here in just a little bit, but first let me whet your appetite with a look at ag weather all across Down on the Farm country. Summer-like temperatures up here in the northwestern segments, a few isolated storms, primarily there in Crockett County. Otherwise, sunny to mostly sunny skies, south winds 5 to 15, 96 in Abilene, 97 in San Angelo, an isolated shower and a 96 in Ozona and possibly Sonora, and a 97 in Junction. Looks like Saturday will be sunny for you good folks, 67 to 69. Your lows, 94 to 95, the highs. As we look further down into the Down on the Farm radio region, we'll utilize the Austin, San Antonio weather office for that. Mostly sunny and hot, well above normal highs. Let's say 93 in Rock Springs, 94 in Kerrville, 98 in Carrizo Springs, 97 in Pleasanton, 96 in New Braunfels and Austin. Looks like LaGrange, Gonzales, and Giddings, you're 95 to 96. And your Saturday, isolated showers in the southeast, mostly sunny in the southwestern portions of that part of Down on the Farm country. Our lows, 69 to 76. Our highs, 93 up to 99. Neighbor, there's a good look at ag weather for today and tomorrow across a good chunk of Down on the Farm country. Neighbors, let's talk about a very helpful website, McCoys.com. That's McCoy's Building Centers. They're Project Central. In fact, you can go to their DIY ideas page and get all kinds of ideas. Whether it's adding a deck or building a raised bed. In fact, their backyard projects icon is one of the best to tackle a weekend project. Outdoor spaces, just click on the deck design plans. Everybody has problems with a garage and workshop. Believe me, I know. Mine's pretty messy. Just hit the Storage Solutions icon. Or if you need yard care and landscaping help, Outdoor Plans is going to help you. And it's all at www.mccoys.com. That's McCoy's Building Centers all over this region. Find the one near you at mccoys.com. Neighbor, it's time to check the commodities. And remember, these prices are delayed, so do not utilize them to make a trade. December corn, 524.5 down 5. November beans, 12.80 and 3/4 down 15 and 1/4. December Kansas City hard red winter wheat down 5 at 7.15 and 1/2. December live cattle down 112, 120, 7.47. November feeder cattle down 105, 156.25. December lean hogs down 97.50 at 73.50. December number 2 cotton down 16 at 92.35. Your December U.S. dollar up 166 points at 93.08. December gold down 640 at $1,750.30 by the ounce. And your November West Texas Intermediate crude down 93 at 71.44. Neighbor, there's your commodities of ag interest. Neighbor, now it's time for today's edition of Focus on Ag with Tom Nicoletti. I think he's talking Texas oranges. We'll get that report and see how sweet they are this year after this word from our sponsor, your Texas Farm Bureau insurance agent.
When we moved to Texas, we were like fish out of water. We didn't know anyone in our neighborhood until our Texas Farm Bureau insurance agent came to the house. She was so helpful and reassuring, a friendly face with that Texan hospitality I'd heard about. When we purchased a Texas Farm Bureau insurance policy, we knew we were making the right choice. We knew our family would be protected.
Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance today at tfbinsurance.com to find an insurance agent who's a true neighbor.
Texas oranges to Canada. I'm Tom Nicoletti with Focus on Agriculture on the Texas Farm Bureau Radio Network. Today I continue my conversation with Texas Commissioner of Agriculture Sid Miller. He talks about the findings from a global market assessment of Texas oranges by the Texas A&M University Center for North American Studies. Now, the study showed that the highest year of production for Texas oranges was during the 2017-2018 marketing year when 36.9 total metric tons of oranges were produced, and many of those were exported from Texas to Canada. So talk about that. The U.S. is the largest supplier for Canada.
Well, Canada is about 36 million people. It's slightly larger than the state of Texas, but they love our Texas oranges and our grapefruit. Most of those we ship up through the central provinces, Saskatchewan, Ontario, and so forth. It's been a good market for us, but, we're out looking for new markets always. We're very excited we think we're going to have our first shipment soon in South Korea. They're already able to take citrus from Florida and California. There was an old prohibition against Texas citrus that we've cleared that up through our, working with the USDA and the Florida Agriculture Service.
Now, one of the benefits of shipping oranges to Canada from the United States is there is no tariff on U.S. oranges going into Canada. Certainly, that's a plus.
Well, that's a big plus. One reason that we can't compete with Brazil going into China, I think it's like if I remember right, about a 56% tariff going into there. There's a tariff going into the European Union, but we're constantly working on that. We're negotiations to get those tariffs lowered.
That is Texas Department of Agriculture Commissioner Sid Miller from Austin.
Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary by situation.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance has protected fellow Texans with auto, home, health, and life insurance since 1952. With more than 260,000 square miles of land and 27 million people, that's a lot to cover. Whether you're wrangling cattle or wrangling kids, we're proud to protect Texans in all Texan ways of life.
Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance today at tfbinsurance.com to get insurance for Texans by Texans. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary by situation.
I'm Tom Nicoletti with the Texas Farm Bureau Radio Network.
Thank you, Tom. Neighbor, I guess the best thing about Down on the Farm Radio is my camp cook, Hop Sing, and all that wonderful meal he makes. It's chicken fried steak, jalapeno gravy, plenty of Nanny's yeast rolls, and a cold cucumber salad, and that's only one of 4 that he does for us here each and every day. Check us out 4 times daily on this affiliate station. While I pour you another glass of iced tea, because you folks were thirsty, let's head down to Lockhart, travel a bit, talk to that little country ball of fire, Madison Bexley. Maddie, how are you today?
Good morning, Larry.
How did the sale go Thursday?
We ended up having a pretty good run. We had 1481. We had 196 cows and 27 bulls, 213 sellers, and 84 buyers.
Walk the pins with us.
On the stocker cows, we got along pretty good. We didn't have a whole lot to choose from this week. A few of the better pairs would have brought from 11 to 1350. The mediocre and middle aged from 8 to 1075. The good bred cows from 9 to 1275. The mediocre middle aged and shortbreds from 6 1/4 to 875. The longhorn and the plainer cows from 3 to 600. Packer cows and bulls would have been about steady with a week ago. The good high yielding cows from 67 to 78. The medium yielding from 58 to 66. The low yielding and lightweight cows from 25 to 57. The good high yielding Packer bulls from 88 to 96. The low, medium yielding, and lightweight bulls from 70 to 86. And on the calves and yearlings, they sold a little mixed yesterday with the good quality cattle weighing under 550, mostly steady on a good active market. The bigger calves and yearlings and the 1 and 1.5 kinds would sure probably be a couple dollars lower this week. All in all, we had a real good run and we got along pretty good.
Are you aware of anything for next week, Maddie?
The guy that had the red Bramers last week, he's going to pin some more this week. We're supposed to get those early in the week, so I will post on Facebook maybe some pictures of those if we get them in.
Got any more of those Oreo cows this week?
We'll see. Maybe Oreo cows and a llama again.
All right, that's a good pair. You got a petting zoo start up right there.
We do.
All right, tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Maddie.
Yeah, Larry, you can always check us out on Facebook, or you can call the barn at 512-398-3476. My cell phone at 979-540-9793. Or you can ring Bubba at 512-461-6091.
Thank you, Maddie. Neighbor, let's talk about Meatheads over in Gonzales right quick. 830-672-2135. If you need choice New York strips, they've got them. If you need something out of the ordinary like beef tails for stew, they've got them. How about bone-in ribeyes or bone-in sirloins? Man, they've got them. How about barbecue boxes that have got bone-in sirloins, round steaks that are tenderized for fajitas, pork shoulder steak, seasoned country-style pork ribs, and EJ's Country Sausage? They've got it, and it's in a box ready to go for you. Breakfast sausage, they've got that too. Meatheads in Gonzales, 3187 North U.S. Highway 183, 830-672-2135, and tell Bubba and crew that Larry Marble sent you. And neighbor, one more thing. lots of you get to missing your local meat purveyor during deer season because they shut down to do just deer. Not meatheads. They are beef-minded. They stay on beef. They supply you a quality product, and they keep doing it even during deer season because they don't kill deer. They're beef-minded meatheads. Neighbor, let's see if we can get us another livestock market operator report. When you hear ghost riders in the sky, it's time to think about Saturday sales. And the first one that comes up right now is old Russell Heller from Lexington Livestock Commission Company. Spoke with him this morning about what he thought that Saturday sale was going to be like. As soon as these riders quit whipping and riding, we'll talk to him. Well, they're finished. Russell, how's that sale going to roll?
Yes, sir. I know quite a few calves so far, probably 4 bunches, anywhere from 20 to 50 head apiece, and most of them will be either black cross or Charolais crosses.
Good. How do they weigh?
They're pretty big, 5 to 750, maybe a few 800-pounders in there.
All right. What was everybody looking for and waving their hands hardest on last week?
I mean, always the best quality cattle. They always have a few more buyers on those, and those sold awful good. And also this week, a man brought some cows yesterday, about 30 cows. They'll be mostly black and black baldies, and there's some 4 and 5 year old up to short and solid mouse in there.
Okay, so 2 directions you could go with those, couldn't you?
Yes, sir.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you for the sale in Lexington.
Yes, sir. You can get me on my cell, and that number is 979-820-7002.
We appreciate you, Russell Heller. We'll talk with you Monday morning.
Thank you, Larry.
MG Building and Materials reminds you to start your next project today with an MG personal credit card. No interest if paid in full within 6 months. Apply for your card at any MG Building Materials store. Get all the information at mgbuildingmaterials.com. Remember, those stores are San Antonio, Corpus Christi, Kerrville, Pleasanton, and Uvalde. Call that Uvalde store at 2301 East Main Street at 830-278-4439. Now, neighbor, if you will ride real hard, you can get up to Cameron and get cattle bought today. Let's talk to Kenny Mingus about what he anticipated the sale being like last night. Kenny, describe the action.
Well, Larry, we're tagging right up against 1,700 a night. Thinking we're going to have probably 2,000, 2,100, maybe a little more, depending on what they do the rest of the evening. Out of that mix, going to have about 400 cows. Got some stocker cows scattered through it that are pretty dadgum nice. Got some middle-aged cows that sure work to go back for somebody. Several strings of good calves scattered through this thing all the way.
So it sounds like you got a great start to a good sale. Tell everybody what time you start on Friday.
You bet. We start at 11 o'clock with the packer cows and bulls and move right into the pairs, followed by the bred cows. Then we sell the rannies, get on the calves shortly after that.
Tell us how to get a hold of you.
You bet. Catch us here at the office Monday through Wednesday from about 9 to 3 at 254-697-6697. Follow us on our webpage at MilamCountyLivestockAuction.com or catch us on Facebook.
All right, y'all get with it. Build a loop, make a hand. I know you will.
Yes, sir. We're going to throw it out there and see what we catch.
Thank you, Kenny. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Neighbor, let's check the grains, courtesy of John Tuggle, 800-288-4453. Grab yourself a bottle of water. Don't get dehydrated this afternoon. Kolach comes at the table, 3:45. Don't be late. Milo through Corpus, D's plus 65, 1062. Yellow corn through Corpus, September delivery, D's plus 80, 609. Hard red winter wheat to Houston, D's plus 70, 790 and a half. And number one beans to Houston, September, October delivery, November less 20, 1276. Neighbor, let's check Texas cotton right quick, see if they've sold anything else that we'll make you aware of. Looks to me like 792 bales, 89.16 to 92.26. Neighbor, that's it for the best darn farm show, 100,000 square miles of the great state of Texas. No brag, just fact. I'm Larry Marble, and you're my neighbor. Neighbor, you make it the greatest, and I want you to go out and make this weekend great too. Be sure to be in church. It'll make the whole thing go better all week long. God bless you. See you this afternoon.